on your big blank circle, anywhere on one half of the circle, it matters not where, put 2 dots fairly close to each other right on the edge and label them A and B. Any part of a circle is called an arc. Now, once I put that arc in there, I have actually made 2 arcs, haven't I? I've made this part of the circle, that's one arc, and then the rest of the circle is another arc. Okay? This is what is called a minor arc, because it's the smaller arc. Everybody cool?
Cool and good.
All right. Now, listen to me and listen to me carefully. Okay? Take your pen and make the 2 radii, OA, because this is O, remember, and OB. Go. So all of you should be looking at a slice of your circle, yes?
Slice of my pizza.
Everyone agrees?
Yeah, tiny.
Okay. You have just created an angle.
Wow.
Okay? What is that angle's name? No, that would be a triangle. We did not make a triangle. It is acute,
OAOB.
but that is the type of angle it is. It is not the name of this angle. What?
OAOB.
No. Getting warmer.
Angle AB.
OBA. Not quite. Warmest yet. AOB. Or? No. BOA. Okay? All right. This angle is angle BOA or angle AOB. Everybody got it? All right. Now, this is called a central angle. Why?
Because it's from the middle out the O.
Yes. Okay, now there's a math word here. It is called a central angle. Central angles subtend, that's a new math word, subtend
Ooh, I like that one.
from an arc, not an arse, from an arc to the middle. Subtend means they start at that arc and go to the middle. Is everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, so now use your protractor
Oh, yeah, I got that one.
to measure the angle now. Everybody's will be different. Just measure it and write yours down. A BA stole my protractor, so I can't do this right now.
I didn't steal it.
Okay?
I borrowed it.
Uh-huh.
You gave it to me.
Yes. Brandon, give me your protractor real quick.
Real quick.
Everybody should have their angle written, yeah? Mine is 43 degrees. Let me double check. Worst kind of liar?
You.
42 degrees.
Mass 23.
He's proposing.
Hashtag 25.
We're all just trying to buy it.
Is everybody good? Is everybody good? Okay, now listen to me. Go over to the other side of your circle. Okay, somewhere over on this blank side. I'm going to shrink this down so you guys can see my whole circle. Come over to this side, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to put a dot here, somewhere on the left, doesn't matter where, or on the other side of your central angle. Label that guy C,
Yup.
and then put a second dot and label him D.
D, I like.
Is everybody cool?
Not that, no.
So everybody has 2 more dots, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want for you to make the chord AD. We've talked about what chords are. Everybody draw the chord AD. Yes, it will. Draw the chord AD. So it is a line through the middle of the circle from A to D.
Oh, I got like a big N on my page.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now draw BD.
Buddy?
Yes, you can. You just connect B and D.
Go through it?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Through the circle. I can't. Now I got. Oh, I know what this is. When it opens to the same.
Stop. Does everybody have the second line drawn?
Yeah.
Okay, what angle did you just make? ADB, yes? ADB. That is called an inscribed angle. Okay, and I'm going to write that here. Inscribed angles go edge to edge. Now, what do you notice about angle ADB and angle AOB?
They all connect to each other?
They all connect to each other. They subtend from the same arc. Yes?
Subway.
Right? They both start from the same spot. So now, measure ADB. Yeah? Measure this angle here.
Where do we start? Like, which way do we face the protractor?
ADB. You run the line of your protractor along one of these lines and then you measure it the same way you've been measuring them all the way along.
I have a question, Mr. Myers.
What?
Actually, I'm lost confident.
Okay.
12.
20.
I don't need it.
That's really dang.
Now, when you measured that, what did you find?
Where's the rest of it?
Mine was 21. My central angle was 42. What was your central angle, Riley?
23.
23. What was your inscribed angle? 12. Pretty damn close, yeah?
Yes.
To what? What's the relationship?
Oh, times 2 and then.
Right. Inscribed angles are half of the central angle if they come from the same spot.
I get it.
The arc.
If you know the inscribed angle, then the central angle in the same arc
Times 2.
is doubled. Everybody good? So there's a relationship between these two things if they subtend from the same arc. Understand?
Understood.
Now, make the chord AC.
What the? C. Shady.
And make the chord BC.
Easy. What if this pull up there?
I have made yet another angle, haven't I?
There's so many
Another
lines.
C.
ACB.
Mine looks like a drill.
Is that inscribed?
Central.
Yes, it is.
It's inscribed because it goes edge to edge. Does it come from the same arc as 42?
Yeah.
So that means this must be half of 42, right?
21.
Which is 21. Which also shows us what?
It does look.
Two inscribed angles coming from the same arc are what?
Equal.
Are equal.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Thank you. But I said it first.
Yeah.
Everybody cool?
Go Riley.
Now all of you should have a blank half of your circle right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Draw a diameter
What's a diameter?
all the way across through the center.
Double radius.
Draw a diameter so you have a blank half of your circle with nothing in it.
It's a Pokeball. Happy though.
My diameter, label it, what am I up to? What letter am I up to? A, B, C, D, E. So what is the name of this diameter?
E. Angle EB.
It's not an angle. That is diameter EB or BE, yes? Got it? Now, put a dot at the bottom, anywhere along the bottom
E.
on your blank part of your circle,
Pick a card and
and label it F.
F. I got it.
Now, make the angles. Draw the chords. EF and BF. Oops.
BFF.
be so popular.
What angle did I make?
Well, mine looks
Inscribed
like
angle.
I did an inscribed angle, that is angle EFB, yes? He is inscribed because he goes edge to edge.
I see in the sheet.
What's his measurement?
Let me just see if I can find my contract.
EFB. This right in here. No, you have to actually measure it. What is it?
80 degrees.
No.
That's my
Wait, what line are we measuring?
What is it, 90?
90 degrees. So what does that tell us? If I draw any inscribed angle off a diameter, what do I get? 90. Right? And then if I draw any more from that same diameter, they're all coming from the same arc, aren't they? So what will they be? 90, because all inscribed angles from the same arc are the same. Everybody good?
If you measure your protractor, it's 92.
It is 90, that's the point. You have 92 because you drew it by hand and you measured with a protractor. If we drew it exactly with technology, we would have 90 degrees. Like if you came up here and used mine, it would be awfully close to 90. Okay? All right, back to your notes. This section with the funky font.
Pumpkin. Uptown.
I think that is Joker Man,
That's so made up. That's such a made up name.
but I'm not 100% sure.
I bet you 100% it's a lie. You should check that.
Foundations of matter and properties.
No.
I come to
Okay.
school.
So, we got a little bit to write here. First of all, in a circle, any
portion.
Any portion is an arc. There's minor or major, right? What is the minor arc in this circle?
C. Yeah.
AB. What's the major? The other side,
AOB.
right? The minor arc is AOB. That's point 1. Point 2. Angles subtend from arcs. Okay? Angles subtend from arcs in 2 ways. There is inscribed and there is central. I'm going to highlight the inscribed in blue and the central in green. Do you need to leave?
No.
Yeah, I think you do. Then shut up.
Okay.
There they are. Now we're going to name them. ACB is inscribed and AOB is central. All right? That's the terminology that you need to know. That's not the math that you need to know. Does everybody understand the difference? Okay? Now we're going to talk about the math that we need to know. So, if a central angle and an inscribed angle subtend from the same arc, the central is double the inscribed. Now you guys just proved that with an experiment, yeah? That's the words. Now do the math. Okay? What is the central angle? The central is AOC, yes? It has a value in degrees, doesn't it?
Yes.
Without measuring it, do you know its value? No. So in math, what do we give it when we don't know?
X.
X.
An unknown.
Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a variable, an unknown. That's actually a better answer, Perry. Well done. So the central is AOC, and the inscribed is what? ABC. Everybody cool?
Yeah.
Do we know the angle for ABC?
No.
No. So it's another unknown, isn't it? So I'm going to do this in 2 ways. If ABC equals X, then what is AOC?
Y.
No. The central angle is double the inscribed.
2X.
Doubled.
2X.
Not squared. 2X.
I was gonna say that.
Okay? What if the central angle is Y? Then what's the inscribed angle?
Y.
No.
Y, 2Y.
No. Y divided by 2. Understand?
Understood.
When you're going from central to inscribed, it's divide. When you're going from inscribed to central, it's
I
times.
get it.
Got it? That's the first thing we learned from our experiments. Now let's go to the second thing we learned. Inscribed angles. If more than one inscribed angles subtend from the same arc, then those angles are all equal. Which we just proved, yes? So what is one of the inscribed angles in this drawing? Name one of them. ADE is not an inscribed angle. ADB is an inscribed angle. DBE is an inscribed angle, but it does not come from the same arc as this one. So now, since we have done ADB, we have locked ourselves in to this arc, correct? So what do we know about every angle that comes out of that arc? It's inscribed, and it will be, if more than one inscribed angle subtend from the same arc, those angles are equal. So, we have an arc, AB. Now give me another angle that comes from AB. AEB, correct? Everyone agrees? And give me the third angle that subtends from that arc.
EVA.
No. ACB. Since they all come from the same arc, what are they? Equal. Got it? Everyone got it? Turn the page over. See if you really got it. Find the values of x and y. Is there a correct order to do this in? No, doesn't matter. You take everything you know and you figure it out. What do I know? What's the only thing in here that I know? I know that angle ACB equals 22 degrees. Why? Because that's given. Now, what do I notice about ACB? Is it inscribed or is it central? It's inscribed, and it comes from this arc, yes? Does anything else come from that arc? ADB comes from that arc. Angle ADB subtends from arc AB, yes? ACB subtends from arc AB, yes? Are they the same arc?
Yes.
So what does that mean? ACB must equal ADB, yes?
Yes.
And what is that? 22. So that means y equals 22 degrees. Cool? Now, what do you notice about angle AOB? Is central. And from arc AB, which means what? That angle AOB must be equals 2 times 22, which is what? 44 degrees, so x must equal 44. Can everybody do this?
Yes.
Great, do it. There's 5, 3, 4.
6.
There's a few questions there. What's this guy? What's x? 25, so it's 50.
That's easy.
What's this one? Half of what?
62.
So it's what? 31. Why is there 2 blanks there? So you could write 1/2 times AOB, and then 62. You picking up what I'm putting down? Because there's the name and then there's the value. They're two separate pieces of knowledge, right? What's this one? What's the angle?
28.
ADB has to equal ACB, and what's the value? No, 28, because they're both inscribed, so they're both equal. There's no central there. Got it? Okay, now do this one. It's putting it all together.
That's a big one.
I need QSP. Damn, that's a pain. How can I make it easier for myself? I can draw in what I'm actually doing. QSP is 30. So I need angle X, which comes from the same arc, but it's central. So it must be 2 times 30, which is 60. Then QTP comes from the same arc. So QTP must equal QSP, which is 30. Got it? You guys do B. ACB is half of what angle? AOB. So it's half of 70, which is what? And ADB has to equal ACB. Why? They're both inscribed from the same arc, yes? So it has to equal that, which is 35. Can everybody do it?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Next page. Angles in a semicircle. What do we know about that? Every angle that subtends from a diameter is what? We did this on the back. Is what kind of angle? It is inscribed because it's going edge to edge, but it's a special kind of inscribed angle. No. No. Cannot be central and inscribed. We just did this as an experiment. You just did this, literally. You guys discovered this. I didn't even tell you it. I'll go back to our drawing. We took a diameter and we inscribed an angle from it. Right. Is a 90-degree angle. So, find X and Y. NM is a diameter. How do you know that? How do you know NM is a diameter? Because it goes right through the middle of the circle, edge to edge. Which means NIM is subtended from it, right? Which makes X what angle? 90 degrees. If X is 90, then what's Y? Y. Right, because triangles are supplementary. So do this question. What's X automatically? 90. Because it comes from a diameter. So Y is then 180 minus 90 minus what? 60, which is 30. Is everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, your homework tonight, you already are supposed to have done the practice sections from the first two. Many of you talked and didn't do it. That's fine. You now have to do these 8 practices and this quiz. Actually, you're supposed to do this quiz today before you go. There's only 10 minutes left.
I'll be able to finish.
I'm a nice guy.
It's my birthday. Can we take most of them home?
I'm going to let you take them both home.
Josh, does it? Goes out, you make it. Yes. Yeah, let's just text each other. Make a group chat. Yeah, let's just text it.
Everybody
No, I'll do that. It's my name, my last name, and what.
No, you know what?
Let's do it now.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Both of them home.
You all have a buttload of work to do. You are all in this class for 13 more minutes. If any time in the next 13 minutes I decide you are not working, quiz time. I'll just keep you after school. That's it?
Yes, sir.
I'll have a meeting with the principal.
Great.
At 1.
I'm aware of that. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Great. Start practicing. What? Yep.
Hopefully I don't get caught.
I don't mind keeping you after school because I got to stay after school anyway. So I got some printing I got to do because I couldn't do because the photocopier was dead.
Are we still getting those things? Are you still getting those things from me after school?
Yep. Mr. Mangat.
Was that the only review that was for homework when I was gone?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Tomorrow, I will put all the right answers to all 3 practice sessions up. I will give you a review in the first block. You will work on that for the first block. We will mark it tomorrow. We will test on this stuff on Friday. Tomorrow, you will write one more quiz on circle geometry. And then we will start Unit 8 tomorrow.
How many units are there?
8. I'm not doing the 9.
What was the 9?
Probability.
What probability?
The probability that you're going to pass this class. No, I'm just kidding. Probability is like when you see polls and stuff in the news, 66% of people say this. That stuff.
That'd be a good superpower.
Like 10
Power
people.
probability.
10% of the class like chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do for our ice cream project to cover that.
Are we going to be eating ice cream at all?
Possibly. I won't say we because there's no guarantee you'll be here.
Say Monday or
Why?
I see what you did there.
Because it's not the end of the year.
Yeah.
The only guarantee Panit has that he's going to make it to the end of the year is if he's here on Wednesday.
Okay.
We're on Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. Oh,
Wednesday,
Our exam
See what I did there too?
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Okay. What?
Can you please give me check my mark password?
Today's like
Again?
review.
I lost it.
Wednesday.
Are you going to write it down this time?
Yeah.